Greetings, Peacekeepers, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Rear Admiral Tirak of the heavy battlecruiser Injunction, and it occurs to me, Injunction has been around forever. Quite frankly, it was our second ship that we ever got, and we've still held on to it through thick and thin, through other ships. It just keeps on jugging. Wow, I'm kind of impressed with myself. Yes, I'm going to pat myself on the back for the fact that Injunction has been around with us for so long. But anyway, we are continuing our war of pacification against the Gorn Confederation, cutting a swath through brown Gorn space, located right here. Basically kicking butt, taking names, trying to take this planet, struggling to take this planet. It's a little bit of a work in progress. It's a little bit of a difficult thing to do, because it's still got an Empire Defense of 32, and apparently it's another homeworld? I think that we also ran into a homeworld somewhere over around here, which seems kind of odd to me. Yeah, I think this was also a homeworld assault that we did a few times, but I guess not. So, or maybe it was, and there's multiple homeworlds for the Gorn Confederation. See, another homeworld assault, so let's get cracking. Assuming, of course, that we don't run into that battleship. That battleship is terrifying. Let's increase speed to our combat speed of approximately 13. Prep the Wild Weasel, come over around here. We're going to wait for the shields to come up, reinforce the forward shield, buff that full, select all weapons, and just the daily grind of setting everything up. We are escorted by a Gorn battlecruiser, the Swiftfoot, and a Gorn MSR, the Dracora. Fighting against us is the heavy cruiser and a planet. Okay, so this planet is a PL2. I'm gonna guess that you're not particularly well armed because you don't have like PL, PH, etc., etc. Hopefully that's the case. That'll be really cool if it is. In any case, we've only got a single heavy cruiser. According to this, it is a CSF, so an F upgrade survey cruiser is what I'm getting from that. Quick glance over here. This is a MSR, so these two MSRs should be well matched to fight each other. But let's take a look at what this GSF is. Again, I think it's going to be like a survey cruiser. General survey, general patrol, I don't know. Oh crap, we had the wrong thing selected. We had the planet selected, not the guy. It doesn't matter, we're not going to waste another probe on that sort of thing. How's the Wild Weasel? Ah, nice. Another Wild Weasel, please. We always want to have as many of these darn things ready as possible. In fact, if I could just change my entire shuttle complement into, Wild Weasels before we ever even get into combat, that would be great by me. You are chugging along at a speed of 16. We're actually going a little bit slower than we need to, but we're within somewhat mutual support range of him. So he is a PF tender, so that does kind of suck. Let's target his PFs and let's pull out to the side just a bit. Is he going to commit on me? Definitely looks like that. I'm going to make you split, because if you come after me, we're going to have some fun times, friend. Although I may induce him to stop. No, he doesn't appear to be turning towards me yet. Oh, nope, there he goes. He's making his turn to commit. We will hit and suit us away. We're going to trick the AI, and holy crap! All stop, thank you very much. Shuttle targeted. Wait for that to pop off. Okay, we got you. Hi. I'm going to shoot you with a lot of plasma in just a sec. Wait for the attack shift to go away. Okay, we're going to take these Fs on the nose. It's going to take out our entire frontal shield. Oh, one of them is a pseudo. So that works out great. That works out better than great. Let's keep the pain train rolling and set up another Wild Weasel. I know that has nothing to do with pain trains, but it's an important thing to keep in mind. Increase speed just a little bit. We want to get back up to some form of combat speed and pull around a bit to his rear so that we can hit that backside. There we go. Right as he beamed out, we were able to punish that. I hate it when they do that. It just, I hate this tactic so much. You, probe. Okay, so I didn't quite time that as well as I wanted to because I wanted to take both of those from the, what's it called? The Predatoricon. It sounds like an evil book, the Predatoricon. In it we will use it to summon the great Gorn evil creature. Cthulhu. Gorn Cthulhu. What do you think Gorn Cthulhu would look like? Because they're lizards, not, octopus people. Okay, excellent. We're getting PPD shots in, doing lots of great damage. If we focus and kill this guy soon, we kill his PFs. Because PFs do not hang around after the mothership is dead. Oh, not enough. There we go. See? PFs gone. Let's focus on this MSR. MSR equipped with 2 plasma Fs. So she looks mostly like a phaser boat, quite frankly. And she's got some pretty nice phasers, don't get me wrong. The system's having a bit of trouble keeping up with this. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slower, slower. Not enough. Okay, so we took the hit anyway. 2. Pseudos away. Twin pseudos. Are they not ready? Oh, they're not. Okay. So we're gonna slowly get out of this mine's area of control and get back to work on repairing these engines. Gosh, I am way behind. Okay, let's give him 1 plasma S, see what he does with it. It should maintain coherency long enough to get him. Yep, there it was his Wild Weasel. We didn't have any pseudos to set anything up with that, so we will have to be somewhat content with that. However, we do have a second one. Somebody's high energy turning, but not taking advantage of it. Fire the, that, and then stop, stop, stop. Whew, we were just on the edge of range for that. And I'm going to guess you're a pseudo. I was right. Unfortunately, I did not have my phasers set to having point defense off. It's not much. Okay, so when you shoot at a missile and you deal enough damage, you shoot down the missile. When you shoot at a plasma torpedo, because it's got so much energy in there, you have to pump a certain amount of points into it, and the more damage you deal to the plasma torpedo, the less damage that it does to you. So if it's a small torpedo, or if it's a long shot, it actually can be advantageous to shoot everything at it, because you can weaken it. Generally not so much, but, you know, it's something that can be there as a nice backup. So let's increase speed, now that we have dealt with the standard defenses. Kick a probe out going that way. He got anything? He's got a whole bunch of phasers 3s. Okay, it's one of these planets. Wonderful. So what is the range on this? I'm not quite sure. Is it 40 or 30? Up. So it'll go 40 and deal 1 damage every time it hits. Oh, that's cute. So we're not going to need any more Wild Weasels. No point in charging that. Heck, we don't even really need weapons. We're just going to set up at long range and bomb the crap out of the planet. I am a little bit worried about this ring. Not going to lie. That ring is kind of scary. Torpedoes, go! Okay, so the ring is part of the planet. So we will slow down. Slow down. Ah, this is fine. All weapons! Fire! Whoop, click, click. Overload! Because why not, you know? We don't get to use overloaded PPDs all that much, so, you know, take advantage when you can. But big chunks taken out of it. It doesn't have as many defensive systems to worry about chunking out, so it loses its health faster. Just tons of fire going in on there. Still got to kill off 6 people, because you can't get them down below 2, I don't think. We've tried. We have fired a lot of weapons at things before. It didn't work. Down to 7, so 5 more. Come on, Gorn guys, getting close. Use them big plasma torpedoes. That's the point of having them, right? Okay, that's it. Go, Marines. All Marines. Oh, we are just outside of range. Go, Marines. All Marines. So we're now putting a whole bunch of Marines on the planet. They will now go secure the system's areas of government, key power facilities, that sort of thing. I still think that 3 Marines, that is essentially 15 guys, at least according to the manual, is kind of ridiculous to take a planet, which is why planets should require troop transports to capture. Add more complexity to the game. Woo, I've made this argument before, and I'm not deviating from it. Homeworld captured. Excellent work by the ISC and rebellious Gorn forces. This has got to be a bug. It's got to be a bug. It's a funny bug. It's a great bug because Gorn are really good to have as allies. But it's a bug. And we've got it down to 32. Do we have to move off of it in order to update that? We took a little bit of damage. Check it out. It's a patrol. We're going to go on a patrol. Because why not? We have a ton of cash. Even if we blow up, we can buy something bigger than what we've got. Although, you know, Injunction's a really good ship. We would prefer not to lose it. So, increasing speed to our cruising speed, and immediately begin that Wild Weasel. We have forgotten before, and it has been awful. Just terrible. Horrendous. It's the sort of thing that makes you want to run away and cry. Let's get that forward shield reinforcement going. We do have surprisingly strong heavy frontal shields, don't we? I'm just trying to, like, position my ship. Okay, that's fine. Position my ship in sort of, like, the pantheon of ships. Okay, that may sound a little bit weird. So early era ships are all pretty quickly outgunned and outshielded and outdriven by everything else. And so, by looking at a ship's shields, I've found, you can kind of tell which era it's from. So the yellowish color that we have for our rear shields is really common to see on a lot of early era and some mid-era ships. You generally won't see red style shields for normal unless you're playing Klingon. After you've gotten out of the early era, although some mid-era ships still do definitely have it, but right when it hits late, and especially when you hit X, everything just kind of changes, and it's pretty impressive actually. Bro, tell me, what he's got? Because there's a definite progression that you can notice in firepower. Okay, you are a PF tender. Really? That is a PF, right? Oh no, you're a fighter carrier. I didn't want to click off of him because I was hoping to maintain a lock the whole way through, but that was not going to happen. So we'll set up. We got a good lock. Prepare to fire in 3, 2, 1. Fire pseudo torpedoes. You have no idea what's coming, right? He stopped. That was it. Target the shuttle. Phaser. Shot him down. Okay, this is going to kind of hurt, but it's going to be worth it. Okay, so I didn't quite want to fire my phasers at those guys, but... Oh crap, I forgot half the plan. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. Half the... I've been prepping a second Wild Weasel too. So we're going to go weapons, dump a mine, because if we can get... Oh wow, you guys are fast. How fast are you traveling? A speed of 20. It's not bad. That's really not bad. I'm going to try and kill your fighter carrier, because I think I can kill him faster than I kill you. Okay, this may take a little while. In the meantime, weapons off point defense. I want all the firepower I can muster to be able to shoot at this guy. That's a plasma torpedo. You're a Gorn frigate. I was not paying attention. So we're going to... Ha-ha! Pop! You had no idea, did you? These are not quite in range to shoot, are they? Not good. Not good at all. And I'm about to expose down the throat shot, aren't I? All weapons? There we go, that's what I wanted. You! Let's get this party started. Oh, so we blasted through his frontal shields. I'll take a range 6 shot if I can get through a down shield. So he's pretty much crippled. I think he's out of the fight. This guy is definitely not out of the fight yet, because he's hurting me and annoying me through lots of mean, nasty tactics and strategy that I do not like when you use against me. Seriously, dude? That's mean. Stop being mean. We will have a plasma torpedo to fire towards him if he comes back in our direction, because I don't want to fire a plasma torpedo at a retreating enemy. It's generally considered to be a bad strategy. Let's come back around, and maybe we'll pick off him. He's only doing a speed of 6. Yeah, he's zipping out of this fight. He's going to take a little while to get back to me. So we're going to pop over here. We're going to pump a plasma torpedo into your backside. Maybe even 2. Maybe, but probably not. We'll do it systematically. Torpedo away! 1, 2, 3, 4, bump. Not enough. Second torpedo. Away. Turn, 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 turn. There we go. Okay. So that's one target down. And our PPDs are ready to fire, and we know that our PPDs are more than capable of completely stripping off any shields that he's got. The downside of PPD is, of course, that we must be facing him, and... Oh, good! We do have a frontal shield. Excellent. Not only do we have a frontal shield, it's a strong frontal shield. We'll hit range 15 and blow open his front again. Oh, he had to turn away from that. He did not like that. So managed to get through the armor. We've dealt some damage to some of his rear phasers, which is good. Not like the most amazing thing in the world, but doing well. Doing well. Now, if only we can get him to actually come back at us so we can fight him. Stop running away. Come back. I can't help being anemically slow. And he's got to have plasma torpedoes, rather. Mobile sensors are away. Yeah, his G-type torpedo is ready to rock. How many shuttles we got? One Wild Weasel and no more to convert, so we have to go home after this fight. Because you really can't fight a war on this. If you're going to just stay there at range 15, that's fine by me. I'll just keep slamming PPDs in you. I mean, this is an acceptable thing to me. I mean, I shouldn't complain, but it seems unsportsmanlike for me not to mention the fact that he's staying pretty much at optimal range for me to just completely hurt him. Sure, he's getting a little bit further away now, but I'm going to take this shot anyway. 1 miss, 2 miss. Okay. So weakening his shields. Our plasma torpedoes are up and ready to rock. Dude, are you going to come back? Like, are we going to have a fight? What's he doing? The AI is not allowed to retreat from a fight. I mean, you can't run out of this match. Seriously? What is he doing? Okay, normal time. PPDs, charged and ready. Open fire, 1 miss. Okay, so we're still going to hit with most of them. And we're hitting his hull. We're dealing damage to it. Is he going to retreat again and decide, hey, I need to wait and recharge or repair or something? Dude, what are you doing? This is foolish on many levels. Okay, so, pro tip. If you're ever fighting ISC, don't do this. Because the ISC likes it when you do this. Because it lets you use the PPDs like so. We're just going to get full hits this time. I mean, dude, it's free damage, and it's accurate free damage. Which, by the way, is one of my favorite things about the PPD, is it doesn't miss that much. I mean, sure, it misses sometimes, but it doesn't miss that much. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does miss that much. It's like I like this better than disruptors. And to be fair, I'm not a huge fan of disruptors. But PPDs just feel so satisfying to use. I guess it's just a targeting beam thing. Makes things feel very cool. Yeah, dude, if you just want to keep doing that, I'm just going to keep ripping you apart slowly but surely. This is not helping your cause. See, at this point, I'm just imagining my frog captain. He's sitting there. He's going like, what? Huh? 1 miss, 2 miss. Okay, so 2 misses. Still hit 6 times. Still causing lots of crunchy damage. We've gotten past the armor. We basically stripped that away from him. And he's losing a lot of power. A lot of power. And that's what will eventually happen if you try that against someone who's got like PPDs. Because eventually we're going to wear you down. Now, far be it from me to claim that I am some kind of guru with ISC ships. I am absolutely not, as we saw very graphically in a couple of episodes ago where I was attempting to use the pseudo-weasel technique and forgot to shoot down the wild weasel of my enemy and watched my real torpedoes sail into nothingness. So we all know about how effective I am with ISC, but even I can figure out that you don't want to actually play that game. So are you going to turn into me at any point, or are you really that afraid of my torpedoes? Like, I'm happy if that's the case, because that means I'll slow down just a little bit to keep you at pretty much perfect PPD range, but dude. 1 miss, 2 miss. Okay, so we still hit with 6. Okay, so he's down to a speed of 6. Starboard torpedo, or port torpedo. And now we turn to port to reveal our starboard torpedo. That fight went way longer than it had to, because he decided he wanted to play the long-range game. And I cannot for the life of me figure out why. Like, I'm not really angry, because it's funny, and it lets me do one of the things I like to do most, which is just kill people with PPDs. But still, that was not clever, man. Empire defense is down to 17. Oh, we almost have that planet. We almost have that planet. Not missions. I want Shipyard. We have 5,786. What can we buy? A BBZ is outside of our range, but this is a Monarch. I believe it's a Monarch anyway. Is there a specific Monarch class here? Nope. Okay, so not this one. Not this one. This one. This is a Monarch class battleship. This is the largest battleship in like the entirety of Starfleet battles. It is huge. It's like dozens of kilometers long. I think I'm remembering that right. Yeah. It's equipped with a grand total of 4 PPDs, 2 Plasma S torpedoes, 12 Plasma I torpedoes, which can be configured to fire Plasma F torpedoes, 13 Phaser 1s, and 8 Phaser 3s. It's pretty cool. It's got 78 power to charge all that. It is also outside of our part range. We have a CATS. A CATS is a patrol cruiser, so not something we're particularly interested in. We were thinking about getting a carrier. CVAZ, which is the heavy carrier. It is equipped with 2 PPDs, 8 Plasma Is, 10 Phaser 1s. And it is the heaviest carrier we can get that's not a battleship carrier. And we can afford it. Like, flat out, we can afford it. We have 5,000. We can afford this and another ship. Oh, tempting, tempting. CCZ is the, that's the flagship cruiser with the I-type torpedoes. Really? That's the same price as a heavy carrier? Is the heavy carrier, like, really crap? Cause I'm getting worried. We're gonna buy this. We said we would. We want it. We want carriers. We want to bring carrier death to the fight. So now let's spend a whole lot of cash on a whole lot of things now. So max that out, bring us back up to 15 Marines because we need them. Bring us up to 15 spare parts because we use them. And bring us up to, we'll go with 8 mines, 166. The purview. Okay. I suppose that's within my purview. We'll go up to 15 spare parts. Fighters! I need to consult a fighter list soon, but general rule of thumb, if it's more expensive, it's better. So torts and caveats are our high-tier fighters. And one of them will be an assault fighter, and the other one will be an assault bomber. No, I don't know which one's which. But generally, they'll be, like, about the same-ish. 448 for that. Okay. At some point in between episodes, I will go online and hunt down that fighter list that I've got, because the list of fighters is not in the Big Book of Armaments, which is kind of annoying, because you would imagine that something that is not explained in-game at all would have an explanation in the gigantic manual that is the Big Book of Armaments. So, we'll go back to the map now that we've picked up a carrier. Pop over here. Pop over here. We want to cause much, much damage. Is it a quick patrol? We're not doing this. No, heck no. We'll go on a scouting mission. Stay away, patrol that has accept reject. Never again. And we shall transfer our flag to... Okay, it's kind of derpy looking. I'm not going to lie, that is definitely a derpy looking ship. It was not as cool as I was anticipating it would look. I'm a little disappointed. Normal shields. Let's see what kind of speed we can make with this thing. We will set you to full defensive. Full defensive. Does that take away or give power? I'm not really sure. I don't understand how I-type torpedoes work. I need to at some point actually like learn that. So we are going to set on course. It's a nice cheap little freighter. That'll be an excellent thing to be our first target. We are charging the PPDs. Visual glitch going on there. We're probably going to want to pick up another CCZ to be like our other escort, because they're nice ships. CCYs are cool, but CCZs in the hand of AI, I suppose I trust more. I suppose if that's how you want to put it. Which one are you? I don't know. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We will go defend me. Defend me. Harass. Harass. And there go our fighters. Whoosh. We don't normally use carriers, and this may have been a gigantic mistake, like we may have been doing all the right things until now, where now suddenly everything is going to go wrong. Prep our PPDs for long-range combat. And, oh yeah. Reinforce all. Maximum power. PPDs. Optimal range combat. Perfect accuracy. Getting shots through. Excellent. Letting our fighters do the job. They're set to harass mode, but you know what? We're going to change that because he's got no point defense system. You're going to go attack. 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 And attack. Because I don't need any defensive on this. Let's watch the fireworks. Boom! Yep. Yeah. We brought fighters to this game now. For that reason. Because fighters. Yes, it's neutral! It's neutral! Quick patrol. Come on, be a quick patrol. I want to cram this into this episode. Gorn ships. Hit the red alert. Pop over to the purview. It's a dreadnought. Oh boy. Increase speed. Set ECM to Zippo. Shields to, yeah, we'll go reinforce. I haven't really figured out the power on this yet. Okay, so which are you? You are a heavy dreadnought, which is not great. Okay. Any other targets? No, it's just the heavy dreadnought. Okay, so scary. Scary. Let's get the... Crap. No, this was an ambush. It's a trap. Pull out of here. Pull out of here. Although, it will give us a chance to admire our cool-looking ship. This is not stock. At least I don't think it is. So this is a proper ISC ship. That's pretty cool. I mean, it is a little derby. I'm not a huge fan of, like, the bluntiness of it. I kind of was hoping for something a little more claw-like, like most of our other ships. But, hey, that'll do you. And it is the heaviest carrier that the ISC can carry. So our sensor decoy is ready. Catch up, Injunction. I don't want to lose you. Not after saying such nice things about you. Yeah, this was a trap. This is something we have zero chance of succeeding in. And so we're going to run. We're going to run as fast as we can. Injunction, I know you're capable of doing super speed. Well, not super speed, but speed 31. I know you can do it. We are gone. We are out of here. There shall be no fighting today. Get ready for the jump. Stand by for jump. Injunction, what do you think you're doing? Stop being a fool. Don't act a fool. You're smarter than that. Let's just run and pretend this never happened. Oh, that BBF. That BBF keeps coming back. It's scary. It's not something you want to get into a fight with, because that BBF will wreck you. It will wreck you before you can check you. Or something like that. Did they get the planet back because of this? Because we did not fight over it. They didn't. I'm going to take a quick last chance. Yeah. Yeah. If it's another BBF, we're out of here, and that's going to be the episode. If not, it's a freighter. If not, this will be a perfect, like, example for those of you who were not with us with Season 1 of just what these carriers can do. So we got 4 freighters on scope. We're going to go to energy consumption. Drop this to 0. How much energy do I need for weapons? I need 35 points to charge weapons fully. So this is what it needs. This is what it has. So... wait. So we've dropped our power needs. How slow do we have to go for this? Oh, it's those I-type torpedoes. Okay, go full defensive. I don't need the F-type torpedo. Let's see, what does it say? No, it just sets automatic defense. You are defensive. No. What do we got? Freighter, 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 freighter. Klingon? That ain't Klingon. Okay, so we are now getting up to speed. Weasels are ready. Fighters. Let's get the cloud out. We will increase speed to 20, which I believe the fighters can maintain. Heavy cruiser and a heavy cruiser. So 2 heavy cruisers versus a dreadnought and a heavy cruiser. Well, technically we're a dreadnought. Here's my thought. It's a dangerous thought, but it is a thought. We send the fighters to hit each of these 4 freighters. 1 squadron for each. No problem, right? And then we duke it out with the cruisers. Let's see what kind of cruisers we're dealing with. A CMP and a CSF. The CSF will have an R-type torpedo, is it? Oh no, you're a tender. Oh, it does have the R-type torpedo. Okay. One of these is a tender. I'm not sure which one. But I don't think they have defensive torpedoes. Do they not? I wish I'd checked you. I do not have a probe ready to do this. Okay, so fighters are going to go to harassment only. I want you to stay as far away. Select our PPDs. We have range. Nope, there are no defensives. Open fire. You. Shuttle bay. Attack. Attack. I should really be paying attention to the fight that's happening right in front of my face. They're shooting at my fighters. They're killing my fighters. But this is what they signed up for. So get in here and do our jobs. Okay, aft's firing torpedoes. Go nuts. This is the reason they exist. Oh, yes. Look at that. Oh, the ISC were weak at one time. Weak to enemy fire in this way, but no longer. We're firing torpedoes, just ripping things apart. Okay, fighters. It's time to flood this guy. We're traveling too fast for a PPD to open fire. Oh, that's a better idea. You know what? You guys are so smart. Go kick some butt. And tell me as soon as you've killed something. I will now focus on the battle in front of me. How are you doing? Not so great. Especially not with him at such high health. We're going to focus on the CMP, though. It's more our size and style. We have surprisingly few heavy offensive phaser armaments. Most of our phasers are designed for point-blank work. We have destroyed one of the Gorn freighters. Excellent work, fighters. Ripping a hole in his rear. If we can get close enough, I've got 6 more phasers to do the same thing. So, pull in tighter, pull in tighter! More phasers. Wasn't enough to punch through. Okay, so you. And her attack. And attack. Excellent. This CMP is really in rough shape. Sorry if I'm not talking so much. I'm sort of half learning fighters and half doing this mission that I realize is kind of taking longer than I originally intended. We have 3 of the freighters down. Excellent work. So we are kicking butt. We're taking names. So while we are distracting the enemy, 1 miss, 2 miss. Excellent. Okay, now this phaser overrun did kill him. Wonderful. And now I'm going to do you, helm, follow, you, whoop. Where is my ship? Did something happen to my ship? Why am I not? Why am I not in my ship? Did I hit a key to swap out ships? I must have, yes. Okay, so what I want to do is... Who's left? I think that's it. So... Attack. Attack. Attack! Our torpedoes are currently set to defensive fire. They really shouldn't be. Let's set the I-type torpedoes to... main only. Because I don't need the defensive armament anymore. And what I wanted to do was take a look at my fighters. We've accomplished our mission. Excellent work. Okay, so fighters, return to me, please, so that I can get you back and rearm and reload. This episode is going to go a little bit longer than it should be, but I feel it is a perfectly acceptable thing, considering the fun that we're about to have. See? Rear-type torpedo. Oh, he had no choice. He had no choice but to take it. Do I have any others? Come on, please tell me I have one. I do! Haha! I'm sorry, I like I-type torpedoes. I don't use them much, but they're fun. Because just, haha, I have a torpedo. It's firing from the rear. Whiskey. Oh, we're not going to slow down in time. Oh, nick of time. Nick of time. Heck yeah. That was beautiful. That was a thing of beauty. I give full props to the executive officer of the Purview. A fantastic show of timing that Wild Weasel drop perfectly. So, can I keep range a little bit? We do want to go a little bit slow. We're going to slow roll this a bit. Aha! We do have one ready. Ripping through holes in the enemy. Up. The Injunction coming in with a plasma torpedo. He can't have much left. It's time to die, sir. Lined up. Point blank range. Excellent work. And we'll plow through the mine because we don't even care. Whew! This carrier. Definitely a little bit different way that we've normally been flying. The Injunction got a little bit beat up from that. All the freighters were destroyed. All the ships were destroyed. 346. And we took the planet. Pop, pop. Supply. Patch. Yes. How many fighters did we lose? We did lose an entire squadron. But that's acceptable. Sort of. Ish. Kind of. Good enough. Good enough is definitely the word that we have to use. Pump him up, back up to 15 Marines. We're just going to quickly get the bookkeeping done super fast so that we can get to this. We're good. Shuttles, 1. Okay, so that's going to do it for this episode. We have captured another Gorn homeworld, doing excellent work. We've picked up a brand new carrier, the Purview, which is a CVAZ. It is the second biggest carrier that we can possibly get. And pretty soon we're going to buy some sort of fun escort. But anyway, I've been Tarek. If you like what you're seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want a notification every single time that we have one of these episodes, which is every single day at about noon, or your regional equivalent, hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.